In my 24 years of being a real estate investor and trainer, I've heard and seen a lot of excuses by real estate investors on why they haven't bought their first property. Sometimes they're pretty creative excuses, but the main one that seems to come up over and over again is I don't know enough. Well, let me tell you, chances are you know enough if you've been learning for any period of time. Education's important, but at some point you know enough and you actually have to take action.
Just buy a house already.
It really comes down to three critical skills that I believe you need to be a real estate investor. And I'm going to share those three key skills that you need today. Number one is lead generation. Now, this can take on a lot of different forms. We use a lot of methods of lead generation. You can do anything from door knocking to radio to bandit signs to TV ads to cold calling, texting. There are many different ways to generate leads. It's really all dependent on your personality, your budget, and the amount of time you have. If you have a demanding job that requires you to work 80 hours a week, you probably aren't going to have a lot of time to do cold calling or texting if you're doing it yourself. And of course, you can hire a VA to do it. But again, there are, in my opinion, better ways to generate leads. For years, door knocking has been our very best source of leads and deals, actually. For years, I bought 3-4 foreclosures a month simply by door knocking. Now, we've recently added radio to our list of things that we do. It can be pricey, but if you have a job, if you work a lot, if you don't have a lot of time, radio is purely passive. You just pay for the ads, and people call you, and they're the best form of leads, in my opinion, because they're calling you to solve their problem. So radio's been very successful for us now. The second skill that you need as a real estate investor is the ability to negotiate. And negotiation doesn't have to be some really hardcore, I'm going to beat you down on price or beat you up and get the very best deal I can. For me, negotiation just simply means the ability to have a conversation with someone, find out what their problem is, and try to work out a way to solve that problem in a way that makes them feel like they're getting a good deal too. Negotiation skills come from practice, talking to a lot of sellers, learning how to solve problems, and just developing some creativity. That can really be important. The third skill that I think is crucial to a real estate investor is knowing how to structure deals. Okay, I've got a seller that's called me. They have a certain situation. Maybe they need some cash out of the deal, but I don't have any. How can I structure this deal and make something work for the seller and me? Deal structuring is a skill that you really have to develop over time. And that is probably where the biggest part of education comes in. So those are the three skills that I think are crucial for a real estate investor. After you've been learning for a while, you're getting out there, you're learning how to do specific deals. Don't continue to waste a lot of time on learning. Get out there, talk to some sellers, and buy some houses. So those are the three critical skills that I feel like all investors need. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the best lead generation sources for beginning investors, check out this next video.